Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this drawing study, and it's all about hands again and feet. So this is from the last video that I made about the hands and feet drawing study, and I think it's I think it's okay. It's been a while since I've um you know come back to those drawings, and I think they're well really bad. So I'm gonna try to revisit the hands and feet again. So this time, instead of like this, we are going to we're gonna put some cylinders on them. So we're gonna use the same references, but for these references, we are going to trace over them because like for my anatomy class, like we were tasked to trace over the references and pretty much like replace the image with cylinders, like multiple small geometric cylinders. And now that I realize it, I think that if you're not going like doing it digitally, if you're not doing it digitally, I think it's going to be a problem. So what I recommend for this, I guess, is instead of like because you obviously can't like trace over them. So I guess what you could do here, like like create a box, like in the last lesson, like create a box. You do the line thing, right? And just like put cylinders on top of them. Oh, this is really messy. This is really messy. I mean, yeah, I guess you can kind of get what I'm trying to say here. So I'm just gonna delete that, create a new layer, and we're gonna go start tracing on top of these hands and feet. So I'm gonna knock these back a bit, and I guess you could use black, blue, red, whatever. I'm just gonna leave it at. I'm gonna leave it at this color. And also, you've noticed that I'm using not Photoshop. I'm using Autodesk Sketchbook because I've recently gotten into it, and it has a simple what do you call it? Yeah, it has a simple interface which I like, and it's not overly complicated and doesn't overwhelm me with options and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go start like putting cylinders on these things. So I'm kind of careful of like where the joints are. So that's when you like that's where you should put like the edge of a cylinder and the start of a new one. So like this. So when we were doing this for anatomy, we were really careful of how perspective was, like how if it's if the body part, fingers, whatever it is going towards us or going away from us. So this is why I'm putting the flat surface of each of these cylinders because I think they're going towards us a bit, especially this one here. Hmm. the cylinders doesn't have to connect if they're like if the fingers or toes like are bending, like the cylinders doesn't really have to connect because we're not drawing the joints, the connect them. We're just drawing each part into basic blocks. Also, we're going to ignore the knuckles, I guess, because we're not going to draw bone. Nope. We're ignoring muscles and bone. We're just going for the basic structure. Oh, it's going this way, so it's going away from us, but this side is going towards us. I think, like, for this part of the thumb, like this thing, I think it should be its own cylinder. It's more like a cone shape thing. Goes like that. And it's just follow through. It's not much, but it's honest work. Seriously, like, it looks weird, but this is the only way you could learn how things go in perspective. So yeah, in the last video, it's more like breaking down each of them into basic shapes. This is more like, yeah, but basically breaking down each of them into basic shapes, but also mind like keeping in mind of perspective. Oh, this is really different. So yeah, I think we could break this into two parts since um I forgot what I was going to say. I think we could break this into two parts, like this and this. Because the feet, this thing, can bend like this. This row of toes, yep, it bends like that. So we could pretty much bake them into those two parts right there. Now that I think about it, this is more of a tracing video, not really a drawing video. Well, I guess for the sake of learning, yeah, we're gonna have to trace this. Yep, big toes going away, but this, since the toes are broken into three parts, just like our fingers, we're gonna have to go small. We're gonna have to go. There we go. So, cause yeah, cause it curves. One cylinder, two cylinder, three cylinder, maybe up to 200. Okay. Oops. Okay, that feels a lot better. So I increased the resolution. Okay. Okay. What I'm doing right now, for reference, is you can't see it, but I'm actually touching my toes just to like see where this, like, the joints are, where the cylinders are. And for the last one, for this one, I feel like it's two. Like there's three parts, but it only folds into two parts. So, okay, you could draw it like one big one, then two. For the second to last one, it's three. It's three. It can still bend. And what else is this arrow? That also goes the same for the big thumb, big toe, two parts as well. Oh shoot! One, two. Oh, well, that got really muddy really fast. Okay, that was fun. Okay, now we're going to. Oh, this one. I remember this one. Huh. Yeah, two cylinders. Just feel up your feet while trying to draw this, because that's what my teacher does while he was teaching us where joints are, where muscles are, like touching his arm and stuff, and explains where things are. Break this in half. Like this. Just ignore this part, I guess. Just ignore that. Or maybe just draw like that. Since it does connect like that. This. Since it's bending, I guess we're not gonna have these two connect. I'm gonna draw this separately. If you want, you could just shade that part. It doesn't really matter. It's just to like make things clear. That's what I usually do. But sometimes if the line work is clear, then I don't need to shade it. Okay. Starts from here. Goes there. That's the cylinder. It's more like a cone actually. One, two, one, two. So the third one doesn't really fold that much. Okay. One, two. Oh. Perspective. Perspective. Staying away from me. Two. it gets really convoluted when like the cylinders like bend. Like you didn't know if they're overlapped or not. I'm pressing hard now. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just turning off there just to make sure that it's right. And it's not right at all. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do is not bad. Okay, that was much better. So I just adjusted the tip feel of my stylus. Now, technically, if you like try to move your hands, like this, yeah, draw this line, that, and this thing that connects to the thumb, and these two fingers, what do you call it? You're kind of like separate from the whole thing, like the whole palm. And because you could bend them this way, like this the half, you can bend them. If you move your hand around, but I think that only applies when you're like holding stuff or during a fist, though you won't be able to draw all those details anyway. So we're just gonna draw this as one whole shape, one whole cylinder. Yeah, one whole cylinder. I just erase this. Oh, that's weird. That awkward spot. It's when cylinders kind of overlap on top of each other. Kind of weird. Yeah, I'm not good with those at all. I guess like after this part, like I have to think about foreshortening perspective and stuff. So I'm just going to shut up and like do and put like so I'm gonna shut up and put background music and put this thing into fast forward. So yep, I'm gonna come back to you in a bit. Okay. So I think I'm done with tracing all of them into like cylinders. And oh, actually, this is much better. This is better looking than this. Oops, not that. This one. Turn that out. Yeah, this is more. Yeah, this is more simplified. This is more analytical in terms of like where things go and how foreshortening happens with them. So, yep. I'm sorry that this is not an actual drawing video. It's more like a tracing video. But I hope you learned something because I did. I learned a lot actually, but I think it's gonna take more time learning this stuff than just like, a 20-minute video gonna take. So I will probably make more of these. Sorry. Do more of these, not like do more than upload to my channel. No, I'm gonna do this off cam, just doing my own thing, just for my own understanding and development as an artist. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give a like, subscribe, click the bell button to get notified for my new videos. If you like this video, bleh, if you like this video, you might want to check out my previous video, where I created this and this horrific mess. So, yep. See you guys next time. Bye.